Yeah, I thought I'd actually live stream a workout session at the gym. I got news for you. It was hot that night. I haven't been able to work out for hadn't been able to. Is this mic even working? Oh, yeah, it's working. I hadn't been able to work out for like a week because I got bit by an ant in my hand. My left hand looked like I was actually wearing an MMA glove, but I wasn't wearing an MMA glove. So yeah, I sneak a camera in now. And I train at like 11 o'clock at night, so nobody's there. I want to get the chat. Let me pop this chat out. I want to get the chat. Let me pop this chat out. I get the chat. I don't know why it's like looping. Just doing my joint rotations, shoulders, and as you get older, it becomes even more and more important. Let me explain something about my style of karate. You're not going to see spinning heel kicks or I used to do them in Taekwondo, like the tornado 360s. Yeah, you're not going to see any of that. This is a self-defense form of karate. And I have never seen a street fight where they were throwing whirling dervish, maybe in, Chinese movies. Yeah, that rope always gives me trouble on my right knee. Arthritis sucks. I'm down to 101 kilograms. I should probably do that conversion because I've lost like 20 pounds. Took me a second to do the conversion. Because of my neck injury, I can't do push-ups, so I try to work the legs and try to work the cardio, and without, tearing myself up too badly. As you get older and you start getting that arthritis, you'll notice your stances don't get as low as they used to, and you're not quite as fast as you used to. I still hit pretty hard though. First time I've ever live streamed me doing karate, so. Just some knee lifts to work the, here comes that rope again. But it's a good way to warm up the muscles. They won't let me go barefoot here, so I have to wear. I went out and bought some martial arts shoes, so I still have some flexibility, but they're not as heavy as like street shoes. Stretch out that neck, especially if it's been broken before. I'll be honest, I actually wish I had a training partner to like, kind of pull on some of those things that need to be popped. I've been trying to find ginseng in Brazil, but I can't find that anywhere. I mean real ginseng, not supplements like for teas. I think tonight I do like the orange belt, the first stripe for orange belt one time, and then I focus on the second stripe. In this system, you do an entire 4 self-defense sets for a month. Dynamic stretching. Believe it or not, when I was in Taekwondo, I used to be able to touch my nose to my knee. Of course, I was 20 years old. You want to know the real secret to martial arts? Very simple. Do what works until you can do what works without thinking about it working. In other words, motor memory. That actually tears up my right knee. I hate arthritis. I like the gym, I just wish they had a padded area so I could practice maybe break falls. Even they hurt my neck though. Look at that hair. Oh, wait a minute, there isn't any. I took 6 years away from training for personal reasons. And I'm literally putting myself back through the entire program all over again. Four days, I turned 56 years old. Hey, did you guys know it's hot in Brazil? Pay attention to the hips because the hands aren't really doing much. If you ever get a chance, I want you to try something that you like. Try throwing a cross, jab, cross. That is harder than you would think because most people don't do it. Again, with the kick, don't look at the leg, look at the hip. Got to get that hook out there a little bit more. Another reason I videotape my workouts is so I can critique myself. They don't have mirrors here either. See, there's that, I believe that, no, that's the lead hook reverse punch, or straight punch. In Kempo, I call it a straight punch, because it comes straight from the hip and out. And that's weird for me because I throw like I can throw a jab, straight jab without a problem. Another problem with arthritis are the hips. That used to be one of my best kicks. More water, man. It was hot that night too. You know what's worse than the heat though? Is that this gym is right next to a restaurant, and if they don't clean their oil, you can't breathe up. I'm upstairs. You can't breathe. All that smoke and everything comes right in through the window. These are just warm-ups. Yeah, there's that straight lead straight. Again, don't look at the hands, look at the hips. My arms are just snapping out there. Kime. They have these two huge air conditioners up there that they never turn on. Well, they're fans. They're not air conditioners, but they're huge fans. They never turn them on. Oh, here we go with orange belt, first stripe stuff. You do both sides. Again, I wish I had a partner to do this stuff with for the stimuli. Now that first one, that last kick is something I added. It's a forward thrust kick because I think it's stupid for you to back up when you don't know what's behind you. Why not make your opponent back up by kicking him away from you forcefully? I could tell you my focus wasn't 100% right there. Again, I think the heat was getting to me. Why does it look like there's like smoke up above the bathroom there? Oh yeah, now we're into the second stripe stuff. Again, I wish I had a training partner. I think I need to get that outside block out there a little further. There's that last kick, that forward thrust kick. Make them move. You don't move because you don't know what's behind you. And if you're defending yourself, they should be the ones moving anyway. You won't see any like spinning heel kicks or flying crescent kicks here because guess what? This is about self-defense. This isn't about flash. If you notice, I go forward bow with the on the just because my right leg there's a brace on that knee. Yeah, you have to work around your limitations. And I'll do these same 4 moves for a month until I can do them without thinking. And these aren't like sequences, that these are individual movements we put together to learn individual movements. Again, that's why I wish I had a training partner. That way you have that visual stimuli too where, oh, wait a minute, I've seen him bent over like that before. I can kick him in the face. Or look at how many times we practice against a straight punch. All these are against a straight punch. This one's against a lapel grab. Now, I didn't have that back fist to the groin before. And I put that in there because I thought it was kind of stupid to just turn your back on someone and then try and break their arm without doing something to distract them at a minimum. Again, that forward thrust kick, make them move away from you. You don't know what's behind you, and you don't know if one of their friends is about to like jump on you. Oh yeah, I'll be there, Seth. I'm just doing a little video and just live streaming a karate workout because I have nothing better to do. This is only like a 40-minute video. After that, I got to go train karate again. I train at 11 o'clock at night because people have a tendency to walk in front of you when you're about to throw a kick, not realizing that the black belt in the gi means you might actually kick someone. Yeah, Brazilians are really not into that whole karate thing. They want to look good, but the thought of a fight is just out of the question. So they'll look good as they're being murdered, but you know. Now, when it comes to karate, karate is almost like, as far as politics, like religion. You'll have people going on about, this doesn't work, that doesn't work. Nobody asked you, pal. Nobody. Nobody asked you what I do with my whatever. How is my training affecting your training? It's not. It's just you want to babble. Let me explain something about martial arts too that's going to probably anger some people. It hasn't changed in 1,000 years. It's just, well, maybe not 1,000 years because 670 BC. So yeah, maybe. Anyway, Bodhidharma, if you follow that historical path, the body only moves so many ways. People make up these things to sell books, and if you want to learn martial, study philosophy. That would be a better thing to study. Study philosophy and then figure out what moves work for you and then practice them until you can do them without thinking. That is martial arts, period. All martial arts. That'll never work. For whom, when, and where? And how have you tested this theory? As you can see, me testing my stance, because that's the most important thing in martial arts. I don't care if your stance is bad. You're not going to have power, and you might as well you're just going to get your butt whooped. I'm trying to watch my language, because when I get on my political rants, I get crazy. Although there's so much pro wrestling, I was a pro wrestler too. Martial arts. And really, yeah, horrible. Hey guys, you do you, I do me, and it's fine. I'm all good with it. Someone wants to learn, they can come to me, and I'll teach them what I know. If it works, great. If they like it, that's the key. Does it work for them? Do they like it? do they think it's going to work for them? But this here, I wouldn't use this ever. I've used the wrist lock, but the inside outside, the outside inside block, nah, wouldn't use it. But that's it teaches you the inside outside, the outside inside block. I would probably throw a distractor or something. But that's not the point of the exercise, is it? I've done that very wrist lock while I worked as a corrections officer, one-handed, and it works. You don't really want me putting it on you. It hurts. Like I said, these are not sequences you would use like verbatim. It's just putting you in a situation where you've trained in multiple techniques in the shortest amount of time. Just like in the Army, we didn't like base of fire and flank. Yeah, well, sometimes we don't have to flank, or sometimes artillery will do it for us. It all depends. In martial arts, artillery would be like a forward thrust kick, driving their lungs out their butthole. Yeah, I think this is where I went and filled my water bottle because my wife loved her to death, but put warm water in my water bottle. It was only half empty. Now people look at me crazy because I bow out of that area. As far as I'm concerned, yeah, it's their gym, but when I'm there, it's my dojo. I treat it with the respect it deserves. Kind of wish I could train barefoot when I do the side kicks, which I haven't done a lot of side kicks because that's like a higher belt, and we get into that. Yeah, going through yellow belt stripes again. And again, you'll do this for a month. And then after 3 months, or yeah, fourth month, you're doing the whole system. Yeah, and that's when you test for your belt. Yeah, you can see the Koikon like influence that. Yeah, yeah, that stance right there. That's not the original. Yeah, that I was taught, but I took Koikon after I trained in Kempo, and I was like, yeah, I kind of like that because, or actually, I just got used to it. Actually, motor memory. When you train alone, visualization is important. I visualize the last person that irritated me that day. Usually it's someone from television, politics normally. Outside block, front snap kick, knee to the face, Forward thrust kick, step out into a actually it's an outside block and trap. Did I mention Brazil is hot? Yeah, I think I need to get that, like when I'm supposedly trapping an arm, I need to lift it up a little higher to get under it. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, got to do it. That's again why I videotape too, to judge my own performance. Might want to sink into when I break the elbow too. I wish I had mirrors. I'll be training again tonight. I'm thinking supposed to be against a lapel grab, but I could think of better things to do. But again, we're learning like that's a double thumb lock wrist manipulation. It'd be good for maybe going into a wrist activated armbar, which you would call a come along hold. You would think living in Brazil there would be like Brazilian jiu-jitsu schools everywhere. Nope. There's only 3 in the entire state I live in. There are no karate schools in the city I live in. That's why I'm training at a gym instead of a dojo. Maybe I'll do this live stream stuff again for my karate, just because whatever. Because this is actually the first time I've actually looked at the video and assessed my performance. So this might motivate me a little more to look at what I'm doing. I think I need to slow down a little bit and work it, focus more on technique, like with that over the raising the arm above the head sufficiently for an arm break, elbow break. This one's actually tough because of it's hard to snap your hip when you're stepping backwards. But you're supposed to get that counter, which I did pretty good there, but Again, it's motor memory, doing the same stuff over and over and over. And people can say what they want, but I don't see anybody here training with me. In reality, this whole process here is to just document that I existed. That's actually like counterintuitive for me. That was a little smoother. I do like that wrist lock. It's a good wrist lock, but getting it on, I wouldn't put it on that way. Actually, the lapel grab would be a better way to use that wrist lock. But again, that's what these sets are about, is teaching you different techniques and how to put them together and how you think they would work for you. Improvisation. Yeah, I should have slowed down on that one. And then we'll call that a day. That was a orange belt stripe 2, I'll call it, because that's what I was focused on, was getting that second stripe techniques down. So, or not down, but you know. But yeah, Jimbo and Grumpy Farmer are going to have a live stream tonight, so that's where I'll be at 7 o'clock. Peace out.